So, when things are going well for you, what's the biggest thing that's the key to success for you?
For me, it's throwing strikes. So when I throw everything over the plate, or kind of where I want to throw it, when I want to throw it, usually good things usually come from that.
Excited today to have with me Ryan Birchard. Ryan was a 2023 pick from Niagara. Now, what makes this very interesting is our guy Matt Barr was a 5th-round pick, and I had to research, man. There was six picks in between. Did you know you just got beat there?
I did, I thought, to be honest, I thought I was going to hold that, draft pick out there for a while. I didn't know it would be this short-lived. Yeah.
You got a couple years out of it, brother.
That's all right.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely, man. Happy birthday. I know you just celebrated a birthday, 22. Getting old quick, huh?
I know. It feels like just yesterday I was 19 and getting drafted, and now I'm 22.
Yeah, were you 19 when you got drafted?
Yes, I mean it was like a couple days before my 20th birthday.
The guys coming out of that school it's just lights out, man. Tell me a little bit about the culture there and how it felt getting drafted.
Yeah, no, the culture there is great. I think everybody really supports everybody, and especially when it comes to like the coaching staff and everything, they can really take guys maybe that, have a little buzz around their name or no buzz around their name at all, and kind of take them in and, turn them into something that, those guys probably didn't even think, maybe even the coaching staff didn't even think they could, be. But, yeah, it's great. And then happened to me, I'd say I had a little buzz coming out of high school, nothing crazy, but I ended up going to Niagara Community College and, spent 2 years there and ended up getting drafted, like you said, but that which was the goal. And Kling told me, since day one, I met him, it was going to happen,
You really?
Happen. Yeah.
Kind of said, follow the program, right? Stick with him. Well, he's got a knack, man, for just kind of finding this talent. I'm hoping Dalton Harper gets a shot too, that a team will take a look at him.
Yeah. Heard his name a couple times.
Phenomenal hitter, man, and just a class act individual, which would be amazing, for any clubhouse. What you often hear, even during MLB draft and leading up to it, and I hate this term. It's the same thing you get with like University of Buffalo. It's like, but played for the MAC, but played for Niagara, right? Like pitchers with elite skills and to have the craft you have, there's no but anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think it's different. It truly doesn't matter where you come from. I'm facing guys there, I see first round, all these guys every day, 27-year-olds that, they've been pro for a long time. And, if you got the stuff that plays, both sides of the ball, doesn't matter, truly doesn't matter where you come from. It's kind of just how you just go and get your work in and, there's no true difference. Everybody's good, And
it's a lot of mental, right? It's a lot of cerebral stuff, man. It's knowing that you're going to blow something by this dude, right? And knowing that you have better stuff than what he has. Listen, high A or double A, you're going to face guys, you can guys that have been big leaguers for 10 years that may have 10-year resumes that are rehabbing or doing whatever. And you can be like, I got him, right?
Exactly. No, in spring training, I'm facing big leaguers all the time, live BPs, for me, I'm just scared to face them because I don't want to hit them. I get nervous. So that's the only reason I'm timid. But I don't really care where you came from or what you do. I'm trying to go out there and embarrass you. I think that's a good mindset.
That's awesome. That's such an honest answer. You don't want to have
I feel
Bryce Harper in the box. You don't want to plug him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got our starting fielder for the Brewers, and I got to face him. I don't want to. I'm just scared to hit him. I feel so bad. But,
dude, nobody's gonna like you if you take out Yelich for the year.
That's what I'm saying. I get real nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
How's the culture there in Milwaukee? Every team kind of has an energy that it portrays, right? Or something that kind of comes off. They seem very homegrown. They seem very loyal. Was that a good way to describe them?
Very homegrown. All they do since day one, they preach that they're a small market. They're not gonna go out there. They're not gonna.
Right.
They can't. They understand like the ups and downs, and they're really there to develop you.
And that it's more of a marathon and not a sprint,
Yeah, they're not shooting anyone up there, right away.
My favorite saying in baseball is there's people that are humble and people that are about to be humbled, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot which coach had said that to me, man. But, regardless of where you come out of, high school, this, you can be the man, and then all of a sudden, you're in training camp and, you're with this fleet of guys who all have that same mind state as you. how was it competitively, and how have you been embraced by, teammates and everybody else coming up? Is it super competitive or more of a brotherhood?
I think the minor league is hard because
Yeah.
you're kind of playing. You want to win, but you're playing for yourself. You got friends, you make friends, but you're also trying to be better than them. But I really don't think that way at all. At the field every day, I get there. I'm excited to see the guys. I like to hang out with them. And we kind of just go out there, have a good time. But yeah, like I said, it's competitive, but like it's both. It's a brotherhood. It's competitive because everybody has their end goal, which is playing in the big leagues, and some people make it, some people don't. It's kind of how it happens. But
You
yeah,
hear it, you do hear that often with the minors. It's like the bus trips and the camaraderie and everything else. But at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, it's you versus them for potentially a spot on a 40-man, right? So
exactly.
that's where it gets interesting. So right now you're with Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. I love every minor league name, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And last year, I know you had played. Were you with hiow last year? Were you up to Dub, or where were you?
Yeah, no. So I got hurt. I was throwing a midweek bowl. I made one start in low A. I kind of hate baseball. You know what I mean? Like I don't hate
I know, dude. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
this
mental
is
struggle, and you
not easy showing up to the yard every single day. It's just not easy, and But like now I look back on it, it's that part of my career has I assume will help me tremendously as I move up, in the future.
Be able to overcome that mental, right? Like,
yeah.
And listen, man, you're not alone.
No,
Baseball especially, right? I mean, I'll interview all kinds of athletes, but baseball is a little bit more challenging. Pitchers even more so, because you guys are faced with a little bit more long-term stuff, right? It's not an oblique strain or something. It could be a TJ. It could be something serious.
Yeah.
And you have to mentally stay in shape. It's like mental exercises, right? And somebody's coming right behind you. Somebody's chasing your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I mean, your numbers are solid as far as, the win-loss stuff. Can't look at too much, but I mean, as far as strikeouts, man, what are your specialties right now? Is it heat for you? What's your arsenal?
I like to think it's a little bit of everything. 5-pitch mix. It's a 4-seam curveball, sweeper, cutter. I got a splitter now. It's more like a splinter. I throw like 90. So, it's not really like a changeup, but, it's something I'm working on. And,
I love your lingo, dude. You're a straight up baseball guy, man. I talk, there's guys that are, and you're just a straight up baseball guy, start to finish, man. Did your family play? Did you have anybody play in the family, or, how did you get originated with baseball? Were you a multi-sport guy?
Yeah, growing up, it was football, baseball, basketball. I stopped playing, I started playing baseball solely freshman year of high school.
Okay.
And I didn't become a PO until, I got to Niagara. So PO things, fairly new, but, I've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Do you enjoy it? I mean, do you like it better? Are you glad you took that angle?
Well, I like to think I was good on both sides of the ball, but I just always kind of threw it a little better than, I could hit it. And that's what most schools would call me and talk to me about pitching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I went into Niagara my freshman year. I had an injury, so I missed the whole fall. Blah, blah, blah. I came back. He's just like, Kling's like, you're just gonna throw. I'm like, I think that's kind of what is gonna happen in the future. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, we started throwing. Velocity started going up, and everything just kind of happened.
I mean, it sounds like in your young career, man, there has been a few setbacks, and I'll say it again. I'll say it again, man. I had a guy on earlier from Buffalo. I don't know if you ever heard of Joe Winklesass, but he was a guy, and the dude, he's got an incredible story. Once I edit, I'll send it to you. He in 1999 got called up, played for the Braves. Had a little cup of coffee with him, right? They told him he was just coming up. He came right from Trip A and played with the Braves, then sent him right back down. Being 7 years went by until he got his next start. It was with the Brewers. And he threw like 2 or 3 strikeouts, and then that was his MLB career. But injury after this, after that. And the point I'm making is, man, it's all a blessing, right? It takes every day, takes his whole experience as like, hey, I got to go play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was never taking anything for granted. And you seem already super humble and just have a great attitude about stuff, man.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like I said, the injuries, they do suck. You know what I mean? Not being away from the game, it does suck. But like I said, I think the whole mental side of everything is the way I kind of look at it is like, if I haven't had any surgeries, knock on wood, of course, but it's like muscle things. Yeah, it's like, just like stuff that kind of doesn't go away. But I always try to go in and be like, all right, I'm gonna come out of this better than I was. You can't go in like, oh, what was me? And, like I'm hurt, career's over. I think you just kind of deal with it and come out better than you were.
Yeah, love it, man. Can't whine about it, right?
No.
What is your favorite? We'll get into a couple fun questions, man. I won't take up too much of your afternoon. Like I said, I certainly appreciate the time. What is your favorite pitch to throw to shut somebody up? Somebody comes up, they're a little cocky or something, right? Maybe they're having a real good game. You just want to shut somebody up. What do you want to throw them?
I was actually talking about this the other day. It was like, I love when I throw a fastball and I kind of just swing like right through. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I just like fastballs. Fastballs majority, like it's kind of my main pitch, but I just like throw a heater and try to blow it by them, man.
And I think that's the side. I mean, just whipping that thing by them, man, because they're giving everything. They're with
Exactly.
a fastball, it's mano y mano. Like there's no action. It's just boom. And can you hit my ball?
Exactly.
I love it, man. Did you pitch with Miz at all, man? What's the word on the street with
him? Me and Miz were roommates in spring training for a little bit.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, the Brewers brought me back pretty early. I spent this offseason out in Arizona, so I think they knew I was out there. I was back out there January 6th. I was out there early. Yeah, Miz was my roommate for a little bit, but obviously, we're in a little bit different stages in our career. And once you're in big league spring training, you gotta like find your own place to live. The Brewers won't cover that. So he was only there for, maybe a month and a half, but great guy.
Was there something that like just this guy is different in as fast as he's been able to do it? Because I think it's fair to say he's kind of taken everybody by storm, right?
No, yeah, I mean, Miz deserves to be talked about. I mean, what he's doing is it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Miz he's extremely gifted. You know what I mean? Yeah. He can kind of pick the ball up and it's coming. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard, but yeah, I mean, he deserves everything that's coming through him. I mean, no one else does it, so he deserves everything he's getting.
And he seems like a good dude, humble as well.
Yes, yes.
And and you got to have that too, man. Like, I know the right answer, you're always supposed to say this guy's great and this guy's great, but there's guys that aren't, man. And it seems like he's the real deal.
Yeah.
It was cool to see him come in yesterday,
I mean, I was watching,
Yeah. What'd you think of that swing off at the end, man? That was did you watch that?
I did. I watched the whole game. I didn't know that was like a thing. I didn't know.
Nobody did.
I didn't know. I was like, I was watching the game and like they're talking about home run derby and then like Jeopardy came on and I was like freaking out. I was like, I kind of want to watch this because I think like the time it just like came on and then it came off and they were hitting home runs. I thought it was.
That's what happened to me. Same thing happened to me.
Yeah, I was like, did they really just put Jeopardy on over?
I couldn't find it. I was trying to go back on the channel. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, me and all my friends were here and we were watching outside, and we're just like.
Did you end up finding it or no?
We were flipping through the channels, but yeah, we went back on because I got a TV out here on the patio, but I could see in like my living room. Yeah. That popped back on, and I was like, I told my brother, I was like, just go back to the channel it was on, and they put it right back on that channel, and I was like, I thought it was cool.
It was cool.
I thought they're making baseball, or they're trying to make it a little more, I guess fun. I don't agree with all the rule changes, but
that's that good segue, man. What do you think of the 2 throwovers and the pitch clock?
The pitch clock is something honestly I'm dealing with right now. I think yeah, it's not bad. I think it's a little quick. And then you talk to some other people that's like, oh, you can, injuries could happen from it because people aren't, and you think of a batter standpoint. Say some guy he gets 100 by his head. You know what I mean? He's only got 3 seconds to shake that off and get back in the box. You know what I mean? It's I don't love it. I don't love the pitch clock. The 2 throwovers, I understand a little bit more. Yeah. But I'm not a huge fan of the pitch clock, to be honest.
Oh, and I love I love your transparency and your honesty. I think from a fan's perspective, going to games now, it makes it a little bit more relevant to take a playoff. Right now, when you go grab a hot dog, right, you might miss an inning. Before, you might miss a batter.
Yeah.
There is that element of it. I think it has drawn a lot of people back into the game. But what you're saying, dude, I totally get too. And a lot of traditionalists don't like it. I think there might be a medium, maybe 30 seconds, or maybe they started.
I was like, I think I don't know. I think because I think it's 18 seconds and it's just a lot. I don't know. And I got my pitching coaches and everybody telling me I need to be quicker but like, I think you could add like five more seconds. And
I agree.
I mean, that's not going to change. But.
It was last night too. They were doing the what did you think of the challenges?
See, I was in the fall league because I had a shortened season last year because of injuries, and I went to the fall league, and I didn't mind it.
I know, it was kind of cool, dude.
Because like umpire missed a call, and I need a strikeout to get out of the inning. You know what I mean? And I got to challenge it, and it's like strike 3, and I was like, I'll take that. But like, and again, it's like umpire makes a mistake in my favor. and he calls it a strike, and it's an actual ball, and I'm like, well, that sucks. You know what I mean? So, I thought that was kind of cool. I'm a very traditional guy. I like the game the way it was, but
sorry to interrupt you. I think it's cool in the fact that, say you got 2 strikes on a guy, you whip one in, you think it's a strike, you challenge it, you get strike 3. Okay, right? Then it's out. But say you challenge ball 3, it doesn't matter as much, So I think it's an advantage for the pitchers, which I think is pretty cool. But,
and like I said, I don't mind that one.
And maybe they'll change it. Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah.
What's your favorite board game, dude? If you and the boys are playing a board game.
I'm not a big board game guy. I'm a very I don't really play cards. I don't play board games.
Lawn games. You got lawn games, some ladder ball?
Oh, we got spike ball at the field. We played spike ball a lot until someone broke it, and we just haven't gotten a new one. But no, we take it on the field or take it in the locker room on the field. It's cooled down a little bit, but like for a couple months, it was like it was a hot thing to do. Everybody was playing it. It was very intense, but it was cool.
And I'm sure you guys get competitive with everything you do too. Right?
Yes, 100%.
That's funny, dude. Couple more. If you're going to order a pizza, first of all, I don't know how everything is out there and where you're at, but how you ordering your pizza, man? Me and you are you and I are hanging out. I'm saying, Rye, you order the pie. How are you ordering it?
I'm just a pepperoni guy. Pepperoni pizza. New York. So I think about this all the time. Blue cheese. There's no place I like blue cheese.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, man. I truly do appreciate you taking time, man. I wish you absolutely nothing but the best for your career.
Thank you. Sounds good. Yep.
Have a great day, man. Thanks.
You too. Yep.